Hey, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. This is a test. This is only a test. I am trying to use OBS, and it seems to be more all-inclusive. Usually I see chat and everything in YouTube Studio on my left screen, but I'm kind of seeing thing in I'm seeing everything on the OBS. Got sound now? Okay. So this is kind of different. So I don't guess I have to have the YouTube setting open. Everything's kind of in the OBS screen. So, all right, Shelly, if you would type exclamation point PA, P-A. Hey, J Ram. I'm trying to set up some of the shortcuts and things like that. I don't know what's going to work, what's not going to work. Okay, give me just a minute, Shelly. I did get your mail today. I'll open it either while I'm piddling around here or do a mail call. I got 2 items in today. Well, me and Paul got together on the phone the other night, and I've got the command here, but I haven't. Oh, there it is. So, okay. Now to see if yours worked or mine worked. Hey, Net Thing. I guess I can also, we were talking about my wife's ASE collection that was stuck somewhere. We couldn't find it, didn't know where we had put it. You can see on my desk, we found it. All right, so that might have been from my command. Okay, so why I'm supposed to have it set um, so that the moderators could work that. It's gonna take a little time to get used to and to figure all this out. Okay, let's see. Try exclamation email. Oh, you found more? Okay, now try exclamation paw again, Shelly. So how's everybody doing? And I've got to put all of them, Copper Owl and all of those in. I've still got to enter those, but I just wanted to see if it worked. Try exclamation paw again. Shelly hit the mother lode. Hey, J Ram, be safe, brother. One more time, Shelly. I'm sorry. I had it locked, I think. Heading home tomorrow. Where you been, that thing? Oh, no. An 80 proof? Seaweed, I'm glad you came in. When is your stream tomorrow? Yep, there it is. Okay. And I will work on getting Seaweed's channel in, Copper Owl, Baseman, and all the regulars in. So that works. Awesome. In Colorado. How's the weather out there? (12 noon) Eastern. Okay. I'm anticipating that I may be up earlier, and so I may get on in the morning and live stream, and I don't want to run over into yours. Okay, yeah, NetBean, I can do that too. Those 28s were awesome, Shelly. I was so excited for you. I've got that saved. You'll give me just a second. I'll put it up. Okay, Shelly, try, or seaweed, or Shelly, try exclamation point seaweed. J-Ram, type in exclamation point treasure hog. I'm telling you, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Hey, Vern, I'm doing okay. Been a long week. Had a lot of issues at work. Thought I was going to have to work Saturday and Sunday, but that got canceled. You trying to do a comment video, Seaweed? All one word. J-Ram, all one word. Yes, really. There we go. I was still going to work Sunday, but they only have a limited amount of manpower they let in, and some other people wanted it, and I work every Sunday, so they got the opportunity, and I didn't get to work. That might be a good thing. I needed a break. So I'm going to get my glasses. I want to look through these ASEs that we found and get me something to drink. I'll be right back. Get me a tea out of this refrigerator. Yeah, I got you. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Just doing some testing with the Streamlabs setup that I'm working. I wasn't sure how that was going to work. Yeah, that's why I wanted to get on tonight just to make sure I had things working. Okay, on one of these ASEs I was looking up in the Red Book, she has a, hey, Copper Owl. See, I was going to make you a moderator. Now that, let me see. See if that upgraded you. But I was looking in the Red Book, and the 98 ASE was pricey, and I was wondering why. Thank you. Yep, there you go, Copper Owl. Yes, Seaweed, you will be a mod until you don't want to anymore. So, MS-70 1998 ASE is $1,700, and this is not an MS-70, but it's pretty good shape, according to the Red Book. Of course, at MS-69, it dropped down to 38. That's crazy. And I had told you guys that we had some Pearl Harbor stuff. This was some of the collector's kits and things that they had there that we had bought. It's got the 41 coin set with a Navy stamp, 1941, and World War II obsolete coinage set. But the thing that was so pretty that we bought was, and they're not coins, they're medallions, but we have 2 sets of these that are just gorgeous. Oops, got it upside down. So it's 2 1-ounce 999 medallions for the USS Arizona, and one is just a silver round, I guess. They call it a medallion. It was minted by Northwest Territorial Mint. And then the other one is the same coin, but it's trimmed in 24 karat plate, gold plate. I looked around everywhere for these things and finally found them. But it got awesome detail. And that building is the, if you ever get to go to Hawaii, you can take a small tour boat out to the memorial that they have out on the water, and it actually sets over the wreckage of the Arizona, and you can still see oil coming out of the ground where the ship settled into the muck there at the bottom. But I thought that was cool. Comes in a set with certificates of authenticity. But they are pretty. And then she had a whole tube, a medicine bottle of I cannot pronounce the name for these coins, but I haven't looked through them. I don't know what kind of errors they may have on these. But they're all 2000s. Hey, giveaways are giveaways, seaweed. That's cool. So she had 6 2011, and the story behind these is there's an old family friend of theirs that this was her gift to Allison every year, was an ASE. And then when we started having children, she included one for them too. And so these are from 2008, and unfortunately, these were kept in not very good coin flips. And so some of them have some toning damage from the coin flips. I'm glad I found them finally and got them took out. Some are worse than others. You can see how these are dark edged. But I've got some airtights coming to put them in to keep them, see how it's blued or whatever color that is. Y'all know I'm colorblind, right? Said 6 2011s, 4 2008s, 2 2013, actually 3 2013s, 3 2010s, 3 2002s, 6 2011s, and 1998 was what we ended up finding when we got them all together. And then she had a bunch of $2 bills stuck back too. So I don't know what the significance of these are, but she liked her some $2 bills. And a couple of them were older, 1976, and somebody had written on this one, "From Uncle Bill." There were 2 76s, I believe. Yep, that one, I don't know, it's got some kind of damage on it, but one's in a little better shape. Then she had one 2012 that was in airtight. I'll have to take your word for it, Shelley. So that one's in good shape. It's beautiful. So anyway, this is the silver hoard that we were talking about that we had somewhere in the house. And she said, I want to get it somewhere where it's, I said, well, it's safe because we don't even know where it is. And then she had this Kookaburra 2003 2-ounce coin from Australia. Man, that's beautiful. Hide your eyes. So we had a good time finding that stuff and just looking back through it. Brought back a bunch of memories. And then she had a 2011 set, a silver proof from 97, 93 proof set, a 96 proof set, and another 96. Oh, and what's that? Oh, a 1990 ASE. I don't know where that one come from. That actually might have been mine. Hey, William, how are you? I wasn't sure if you were subscribed to my channel or not. It's not letting me exit out of the chat on the page with the video and stuff on. And it's not letting me switch to other things. So I'm not going to be able to add any more links right now. And I also worked on getting my scope set up. So I've got it inset now. So we'll have an inset to look at coins. I think this is a video. So I should be able to see the inset picture, and then I always like how Paul was able to change to the bigger screen. So I should be able to mute the phone. And now I've got a bigger shot for the scope. And you can see the notch on the 4 now. And the extra metal on the T. Tell me what y'all think about that, how you're seeing that. And then I can just turn the phone back to my main screen. Thank you, William. Copper Owl, don't have your link in yet, and right now I'm reading another. Nope, I'm back in now. I can add it. For some reason I couldn't get out of that screen. I'm gonna put yours in now, Copper Owl. Okay, Copper Owl. Type in exclamation point copper. Vern, is that your channel that he posted? J Ram, I don't know if somebody else can help you with that. I'm not very familiar with it. I don't think I've ever had to dispute one except just to get, well, I've never had to dispute one. I have had to get my money back before, but okay. I will try to get Vern in here too. Oh, Vernie, would you like for me to put your channel in so that it can be brought up? Yeah, J Ram, that's the double edged sword of buying stuff online and all that is you can for sure get your money tied up. It can be a lot of work to try to get it back. So sounds good. Are all the screens showing up well? You're welcome, Vern. So who else do I need to put in there? Need Southern Metal. I watched a little bit of it. Oh, I hope they're okay.
That is awesome.
Now, after the upload is complete, it takes a little bit before you're able to do things. It takes a little bit for them to check the video and allow it to be posted. So you might want to give it a little bit. Seaweed. Hit copper out. Type in exclamation point monster. Some of those YouTube videos um, that they oh, I didn't hold on, I didn't put the link in. Doggone it. Give me just a second. Okay, seaweed. Hmm. So I've got airtights coming tomorrow, I think, to put in to better keep them from tarnishing anymore. And some of these, so I guess everybody, this is what PVC does to your silver. Those have been sitting in those slips for well, since 2002 for this one, and that's what that plastic against the silver did. And she had one Panda, and it's in a protective. I'm not going to take it out. I'm not going to open the pack on. Well, it's airtight also. A 2004 Panda, 1 ounce silver. Hey Shelly, are you okay with me opening your mail? That's funny, J. Ram. Okay, I got this from Shelly. We had been doing some coin exchange, and this should be some pennies that she sent me to fill some spots in my. Hey, Jim Cantor. To fill some spots in my album that I was missing. That we have been swapping pennies back and forth. I need to get me some of these little mailers like this. I like that size. All I've been able to find, as you will see, Shelly, are super huge ones. Thank you for the note, Shelly. So let's see what we have. We've got 4 pennies, 4 wheat pennies for the album. Hey, Mark, how are you, buddy? The room. So we've got a 1921 wheat. '21 and it's a 41S, I believe. No, 41D. It's a 58D. And the 1920. 1920S. So all those should fill a spot in my album. I'll do that, Jim. I like doing this. I mean, you know, we can't all get coins to search as often as we would like, and just being able to let's see what the big scope does. Just being able to trade and meet people, kind of interact with the coin world that way is pretty cool. So that's the other screen now I'll have for my scope if we wanted to get a bigger picture. Yeah, it was. Daniel went into his pennies and found that one for me. Shelly had one that had some environmental damage on it, and he had one that was in a little better shape. So Shelly, tell him I appreciate getting one out of his collection for me. Those are going to be nice. They've got good color to them. Oops. It's the 21. And a €100 penny. Did y'all see the magic coin Rob found tonight? We'll get there, Jim. It's no rush. I need to send you an email about the other penny deal and figure that out. So I got these quarters today too, just in my change. I don't think I've ever seen the Mount Rushmore quarter, but that's a pretty nice quarter. I mean, it's not great shape, but it's a pretty image on the back of it. I have yet to get the Tuskegee Airmen quarters. You would think in Alabama you'd be able to get those in your change, but all I have been getting are the George Washingtons. Yeah, he found one tonight, and he put it in a cup trying to open it, and he was shaking and banging that coin in that cup, and he realized he put the wrong coin in there. I guess all the coins that I've found doing these searches, that's the only one that I've never. This was the. I'm gonna lock that one. So you can still turn them on and off when they're locked. Was that commemorative coin we found that night? 1925. I don't need them, Copper Al. I just found it interesting that in Alabama I'm getting the Washington quarters and not the Tuskegee Airmen. I would have thought I would have just picked some up because I've got a ton of the 2020s, but they're all the Washington crossing coins and not the other. I got in my chair. I was going to try to get on earlier, but I passed all the way out. I mean, for a while there. I woke up, I've got my second wind, so I've got the crossing to Delaware, but I haven't found any of the others. I'm not looking for them so much as just one in my change. I saw your comment in Rob's stream, Jim, about your tattoo and it have some of it removed from because of melanoma. I hope you're good and that didn't get out of hand. They caught all that in time. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with these, William, is I'm just trying to get a row of 2021s. But I'll come across them. Surely to goodness they'll start showing up in change down here at some point. Don't go. I've never been to a high school reunion. Never. Oh, I need to put my Discord link in there too. Well, it's a good thing you caught it, Jim. Can't be too close with that or too careful monitoring that type of stuff. Oops. I've never gone to a reunion. I've got a box of pennies in my car that I've been trying to take back all week, and I haven't got to work before the bank's closed. I was hoping to swap them out a box for a box. Hey, Muzzle Shell. Thanks for stopping by. One man on YouTube. Oh, J Ram. This is some of the jewelry and stuff that I told you that my wife had that was sterling 925. Got a bunch of pieces that there's no connection there. It's just stuff that she was selling at one time, and I'm going to weigh all this up. And if you're interested in it for the silver content, then I will get with you and we'll work something out. But all of this is stamped 925. Except for that, I could not find a stamp on that. So that's a little pendant of some kind, a hummingbird. That's kind of cute. Some of these are pretty big pieces, and I'm assuming, I mean, that is stamped 925 at the top there, but I'm assuming that whole piece is sterling, and it weighs 16 grams just for that one piece. So anyway, I'll go through that. There's more somewhere. I'm not sure where it all is, but there may be more. Number one, Mom. 925. Jim, I want to send you an email a little later tonight, if you could be looking for it. Yeah, William, you're graduating class through some rough years. I graduated in '82. Oh, this was my these were my Coinstar return tray coins. I took a couple of bins of nickels back, and I found 2 dimes and a Ecuadorian 10 centavos. in the coin return. Yeah, my birthday's come a couple weeks. 58. Where has the time gone? I was a year behind in my grammar school years. I came from a small school and changed to a city school, and I was kind of behind on the learning, so they dropped me back a year. So I was behind a year of everybody that I graduated with for my age was a year ahead of me. I got the whole week off. I just don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I'm so excited about having some time off. Hey, Stephanie, my friend, how are you? Well, see, that piece was um, it was stamped 925. That's the purity, right? And then that was just the weight of what it weighed on my scale was 16 grams. I'm okay. Just finishing up the week. Thought I was going to have to work all weekend, but turns out I'm not going to. So I think I'm going to, when I get up in the morning, I'm going to get on and stream for a while until you're smarter than me, Jim. But I'll probably stream in the morning and Seaweed comes on. Seaweed or Shelly, if y'all want to post his channel. Seaweed doing a nickel box tomorrow, Canadian nickels, which is interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen a search for Canadian, so that should be interesting. 16.5 grams sterling, if that whole piece is sterling. And it's stamped on the clasp, so I don't know if that means everything is sterling or just the clasp. But 16.5 ounces for that one piece, 16.4. Yeah, it feels like this part is heavier than the metal piece here. So I'm thinking this may be silver, and then this is, I don't know. But 925 is sterling, right? If it's stamped 925, that means that it's sterling, not pure silver. Well, that's kind of cool. Got a little genie's lamp, and it actually opens. She had a good time when she was doing this silver. They had parties, kind of like Tupperware parties, where people would buy and sell the silver. Yeah, I don't know that piece is completely. And then there's this little flask, and it doesn't have any stamp on it, unless there's one in the catch at the top. But it actually unscrews. So I don't know if that was for perfume or what the purpose of that was. So anyway, Jerry Round, when I get all this together, I'll put it together and send it to you, and you can take a look at it and figure out. We'll figure something out from there. Okay, Copper Owl. So Shelly hit the mother load on the pennies. Anybody else find good this week? Hey, Gina R., I got your package today, Gina. Thank you. And I'm going to do a little shout out video for it so that we'll have the your stickers there. So I'll probably do that tomorrow sometime. Thank you for sending those. Close enough, Stephanie. We know what you're talking about. Are you recovering okay from your surgery, Gina? It'll just be interesting in seeing. I don't know any varieties at all, and I don't know if there's common varieties. Certain years that you could look for. Okay, Gina. I'm not in the sticker stage. Strictly word of mouth here at the Walker Magnet. So, Gina, do you know offhand any of the Indian heads that you were looking for specifically? Any years that you don't have? Good. When is the second stage of that surgery supposed to be? Okay, Gina. I don't have many, and probably most of these dates are commons. But if there's any of them that you need, I'd be happy to send them to you. Most of these seem to be 1900s. It's 1895. With some history on it. A lot of 1903s. The 1903 that has some, still has a little color to it. Thank you, Stephanie. All of this is kind of a new setup for me. I'm using Streamlab OBS now, and you know, I like the kind of cutting on that penny where it's just kind of right down to the copper, weathered copper look. I like the looks of that. It reminds me of that penny, Shelley, that I sent you, that Canadian. I wish you could have seen it. No way, seaweed. And all of these seem to be 1900. Then I also got it set up now, Stephanie, so that I can switch to a bigger screen on my scope to allow us to look at things. It's an 1890 with a bigger picture. And that's kind of been what I've been doing tonight, is just playing with the setup. I didn't know how many people might be lurking out there to help me out. Yeah, at the same way on the vehicles too, isn't it, William? That the Liberty on the headband has to be real clear for them to have any value. This is Streamlabs OBS is what I've got running, and me and Paul set it up the other night. This is the first time I've live streamed with it, so I didn't know how that was going to go. That's another 1899, not in bad shape. Be 122 years old. don't have the Liberty. Can't see the Liberty on the headband. But it still has some nice color to it. Okay, you need the 1890. There it is, Gina. Now we'll put this over here with your envelope, and let's go ahead and put it in a flip. So I will mail that to you, Gina. Fill you another spot. Well, you know where all those came from. Seaweed Hudson Collector's Kits. Most of them anyway. Hey, Stephanie, you know, we were talking about Allison's ASEs. Well, we found them. No, it wasn't me, J-Ram. I haven't heard that. Not that I'm the Center for Numismatic Information. I think there was an 1895 in there too. You're welcome. Oops. Yeah, I hope that's, you know, I mean, and it's just my opinion, but I kind of got in late on the on the coin hunting from this box perspective, and pennies. There's an 1898 too, Gina. Pennies are the one thing that I can get a box of every now and then, and I don't want them to go away. Let's see the date on that one. 89. Ooh, you need 89 too. You're welcome, Gina. I'm gonna go through these again right quick. There's a 1900, 1900 too. I'm gonna have maybe 4 or 5 for you. Oops. It's another 1900. I'll compare it to that other one and get the best one of the two. Yeah, I did, Stephanie. Just a second and I'll show them to you. On the pennies, Shelley? I'll have to go look at that. All right, going to be a rush to get the pennies now. It's going to be my chance for big time. Everybody else can hunt those halves. I'm going to start hunting pennies. I saw that. Thank you, Shelley. I know. I can't help it. Stephanie, these are the ASEs she had stuck back, and some of them had some damage from the casings they were in. And I've got airtights coming in for them that should be here tomorrow. She had 3 2010, 2013, 3 2002s, 98, 6 2011s, two 2013s. And 4 2008s. Hey, B8 Ringer. And a 2012 that was in a box that we found too. So those will all be going in airtights tomorrow. Keep them better preserved. I'm glad we found them when we did though. And you know, I'm not really surprised, I guess, that they're going to do that, but it's just sad. I like them pennies. I like them ASEs too, but has there been a reprint of it, Shelley, since then? Yep. I felt so. If they quit minting them, would that mean they can be melted without possible penalty? So that copper now is going to have a real value. Now pennies are going to get to be impossible to find. You know, I'm surprised that somebody else, they haven't been talking about that very much. So that's the latest article, Shelley. Excuse me. Wow. I'm surprised there's not been more talk about that on the channels. I mean, that was just last, or I guess almost 2 months ago now. Yeah, June 7th, I think I saw on it. You would still think there would be more talk about that going on. Yeah, copper outlet. That will be my niche. All you guys can do the halves. I'm fixing to start busting some penny boxes. A Wheatie will be like a 40%er, and an Indian head will be a 90. Or a copper, an 82 to 59 will be a 40, and a Wheatie will be a 90. I still haven't found a bank that I can get coins from. I'm fixing to try to get a home equity loan to do some homework and some home repairs and things. And I'm thinking about shopping around bank to bank and tell them if they want my home equity line, then you got to be able to order me $50 and penny boxes. I think I called Paul up and tell him that I want to get 42 boxes of pennies. I'm going to fill the spots in my album. These pennies that I'm putting in are pennies that me and Shelly and her husband Daniel did some coin trades on, and these were 4 that I needed for my album. So I'm going to plot tonight with pennies that I was able to trade with Shelly and Daniel, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, they seem like they're more findable down here than they are up there, seaweed. $58D. Hey JT, did I miss you coming in? Sorry about that. How's your evening? We've not got anything going on. I was just kind of doing a test for a Streamlab setup that I started, and you guys are the test subjects. I appreciate your help. 1920S. Thanks, JT. It's a little different view than with just OBS software. $21P. Shelly, thank you. That filled 3 spots for me. I'm thinking about having a garage sale, which is something that I loathe and would hate to do, and just sell everything that I'm selling for change only. You must bring change. Cool, seaweed. Thank you, Stephanie. That is my Whitman, and I like it too. And it's, it's similar setup to the one that you sent me. I don't know if everybody in here is coming along. I've got 2 coming from Pa that I think is gonna fill a spot or 2. One was in the 30s. I think 2 of them was in the 30s, but still room to grow, Gina. But it's really cool. Thank you again, Stephanie. Those that didn't see my other video where Stephanie had sent me this album. This is a Littleton custom album, and it's really nice too. And I like the rings in the pages. It turns easy. Gina, I'm missing a lot of those. We'll do a trade. I'll send you some of the dates for mine when I send you the pennies that I got for you tonight, and we'll do a coin swap. So that's my nicest one. I think I got that on, that's another shout out I need to do for Can on one of his auctions. He had a uncirculated walker that he sold on his auction that night, and I was able to pick up one. So anyway, it's coming along. My favorite coin, of course. Yeah, I had never heard of them until Stephanie sent me this, and it's a nice little setup album. I like it. It's similar in size to the Whitman albums. Fits right in with on my shelf here. I've also got one for nickels. Thank you, Copper Owl. This is my nickel album, and it doesn't have a slot. We found those two that 60 and 61 proof nickels the other night, last Saturday actually, and those are beauties. But there's not a spot in the album for them because they're not minted. They don't have a mint mark on them. But with the detail and everything on them, we finally decided that they weren't plated, because the step detail and stuff like that, you would have kind of gotten muted with the plating, and there's too much. Yeah, I slobber every time I watch Baseman because he has so many of the uncirculated coins. No, I don't have the 50D. I'm still doing a lot of nickels when I get the chance. We did find the 48S. I think that's a semi-key date. In that last nickel hunt we did, hey, Pa. So, Pa, I'm running Streamlab OBS. Shelly or Pa or Copper Owl, if you could type in exclamation point Pa. Hee hee, it worked. Yeah, really, William. He has some just crazy good, uh, uncircumvented, as he says, coinage. But those walkers that he puts on time are just amazing. But that 48S is a semi-key date pile that I found in one of those boxes of nickels you sent me. And then I don't know if you watched the stream to see, but we found these two proof nickels in there also, a 60 and 61 in that last box that were really nice. I think that's the first proof nickels I've ever found roll hunting. So I haven't gotten serious about some of the other dates later. Well, all of these are S proof though, most of what I'm missing. But I haven't gotten real serious about all the way to 2021s. I figure they're still fine though. Hey, Paul, we were just discussing the article that came out in June about them discontinuing the pennies by 2023. Have you read that article? That was a legitimate box pick, Paul. Tell Hudson I said hi. I ended up not having to work tomorrow, so I'll be on your stream in moderator status. Yeah, Shelly posted a link for it. I don't know if you can go back up far enough to find it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is good news. I wanted it to work, but actually could probably use a day off. This is a link to that article that Shelley shared earlier for the penny. I will hand the reins off to you, Paul, if you want to jump on with a Coinsomniac. Tell Hud we say good night. Glad to see he's back and healthy again, and look forward to seeing him tomorrow night. Tell him to bring that silver luck with him. So the only thing that we weren't able to get to work was we've got a subscriber notification that if somebody new subscribes while we're online, that it should trot out a cartoon kind of like this. But we're thinking that you might have to have 100 subscribers before that works. We're not sure what the key to getting that feature to work is. We couldn't ever get it to work. And I just tried to test it to see if it would run. Your first box, Stephanie? Good luck. Jim, you could drive to the border and hand them over. Be cheaper. It's some of J Ram's work. Oh, I need to put your link in there too, J Ram. Well, that's what I said too, Paul, because you would think that kind of news would be getting more action on the coin channels, and until J Ram brought it back up a little bit ago, that's the first I'd even heard of it. Stephanie, I'm assuming I've got this set up so that it sends out a notification. Shelly, thank you again for the pennies. And your package should be coming the next day or so. I've got a tracking number if it doesn't show up soon. Sleep well, and we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, there'll be a full box, Stephanie, now. That's right. Good night, Pa. Good night, Hudson. Good night, Shelly. Good night, John Boy. This is the brass, and this is the copper, and this is the copper round. The only pours that I have that are hand poured. Those are cool. I will. She may be lurking in the background. You never know. I'll get your channel set up too, J Ram. There's J Ram's link. He does some good work with his pours. He's got one live video, I believe, for the pour he did. I heard this did a fundraiser for vendor bending on Everyday Opportunities channel and did some live stream pours, and I haven't gotten to watch that. I heard Paul talking about it. He said he did a really nice job with it. Yeah, I've got enough scars from being burned. Stephanie, that would probably not be a good mix for me either. don't have much in the way of old Canadians. Most everything I've got newer stuff. Do anybody have this type of copper? Some of the copper bars and of that sort. They're really, these, of course, I got off Pa's channel. The Pa's Cabin copper. But that makes a really pretty round. It's a 5-ounce copper. I bet, Copper Al, that was an awesome find. That's my... Now, Stephanie, what were you saying about the bird scent? Now, that must be a... like a bicentennial or something. I forgot I had that one. Okay, so there's the oldest one I have. And what's the, who's the figure on that penny? It's a 1951. He did some taping, Copper Al, but let me go ahead and tell you, he's got some catching up to do to get ahead of Pa. Didn't you say it had the narrow neck or something like that? You were talking about, Stephanie, the other night when one was found? Some kind of variety that you can look for on those? Oh, you didn't know who the figure was on that. Seaweed. Who's the figure on that penny? 1951 Canadian. Oh, 1897. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was the Canadian bird coin. King George. Okay, thank you. So those are my Canadian pennies. I don't have many. Well, I appreciate you guys dropping in with me tonight. I really wasn't planning on streaming, but we've been together over 2 hours worth, and think I'm about ready for bed. And then I'm going to get on again in the morning. So if some of you want to have coffee with the magnet, then I will be on again sometime in the morning. More than likely, I will not. I don't see myself sleeping late, but if I manage to knock out 12 hours sleep, I'm going to take it. So, but I'm not sure how the notifications work. Stephanie said she didn't see a notification, and I will check the settings after this stream's over to make sure I've got things to where notifications do show up. Did anybody else see a notification that said I was on? Did anybody get a notification that showed that I was streaming? Okay. Thank you, Seaweed, and can't wait to see your stream tomorrow. Good night, J. Ram. Be safe. Cool deal. Thanks, William. We'll catch y'all in the morning, and then we will catch you guys again for Seaweed stream. Please tune in for Seaweed. Will be his first live stream with Canadian nickels, and that will be interesting to see that. Okay, BH, thank you. And then we'll have Paul's stream tomorrow afternoon, so it should be a good day for watching the coin streams. Jim, I'm going to send you an email as soon as I sign off. And then if y'all get up in the morning and have a little time, come enjoy some coffee with the magnet. And if you like what you've seen tonight, please give me a like and subscription if you haven't already. Click that notification bell. Oh, it's okay, Stephanie. It's all right. I'll be back on tomorrow. All goes well. So everybody have a good night. Get some sleep. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.